Hello and thank you for attending this webinar. This is going to be my condensed version, so I'm going to be skipping over some slides because my normal webinar is about 16 minutes, and I know some of you are really busy and you want this condensed. So what we're going to talk about, just get right straight to the chase, is leads. You all know what a good lead is. Here's a picture of myself. My name's Chris Bradley. I've been in the online marketing world for 10 plus years, doing lead gen, conversion, SEO, and helping local businesses over the last few years grow their business through various methods. And one way I've started to help them is work with good lead generation services. Unfortunately, there's not too many of them out there. But I got referred by a company that was telling me about a company called Leads by Phone. And these guys are they get you the leads, but only the good leads. In other words, let me go to the next slide here. You use the service and you get a phone call, but it's somebody seeking employment, trying to sell you something. There are other decent lead gen services that give you the exclusive phone calls, but unfortunately not all phone calls are leads. So what these guys have done over here is you're only paying for the good leads. They're actually going to pay to advertise your business on Google, Yahoo, and Bing. They're setting you up. They're not promoting their business. It's going to be your branding, your logo, your services, and they actually build a website for you. It's what we call a true pay for performance lead generation. They're taking the risks. If they don't generate any leads for you, you don't pay them anything. It's as simple as that. A good lead is this: a caller must be looking to hire for the service that your company offers. They must be the decision maker on the telephone, and they must be in your service area. That is what is a good lead. Quick history: they've been in business since 2008. Over 500 companies use them. Just last year alone, over 100 million in revenue generated for their business partners. The leads are exclusive, strictly pay per performance. And once again, I'm going to skip over some of this. You know that everybody goes online to search. That's what it is. We all know that. No one's using Yellow Pages. So here's my 6 reasons why I am bringing my clients to Leads by Phone. Number 1, you only pay for real leads. Deliver nothing, you pay nothing. Simple as that. Here's the biggie: no deposit or prepaying of leads. Other services may ask you for a $1,000 deposit, and then each lead is deducted from there, and then you got to pay $1,000 again once you go through that. Not here. What you get leads this week. So let's say you get 3 leads, 2 are good, 1 is bad. You will be billed the following Tuesday for those 2 good leads. So you actually get the leads first, and probably in your industry the money up front, then you're paying for the leads. You can't beat that. It's complete exclusivity. You're the only ones getting it. You do have control and flexibility. If you want to change cities, say there's a big storm across, in a different state, in a different city, you can go there, tell them, hey, I want to set up camp there for the next 30 days. They will do that for you. You get a professionally designed website. It will have your branding, as I mentioned earlier, and your logo on that. You don't have to worry about running ad campaigns, monitoring search engine rankings. They all do all that. You also get a recording of each call, and this makes it easier to track your leads. So you're also going back and figure out, okay, what's good and what's not. Performance-based, we touched that. Your job: answer the phone and set the appointment, go sell the deal. Here's the extra benefit on this call recording. First of all, it's a portal on their back-end office. It's also got an iPhone and Android app. But here's a good thing: it's going to be able to help you train and become more efficient with the people who answer the calls for you. For example, if you get 10 leads and you only have 5 appointments, there's a problem there. Now you can go back and listen to those 5 calls and go, why isn't this person setting these 5 appointments? And now that's going to only help you train them even better and make your business even more efficient. Here's just one of the websites they do build for you. They build several of them. These are built to do one thing and one thing only: convert. Get the person on the phone to call you. They're not pretty, they're not flashy, and quite frankly, you don't want pretty, flashy sites. They don't really always convert as well, and that's been tested to death. Remember, these guys are, I can tell you right now, speaking with Paul Robinson, the owner, he's a fanatical tester, constantly split testing and doing what they call Taguchi testing as well, testing multiple different aspects on a website to continually get that convert higher, because he's the one spending the money to get the people over here. And the website clicks in your business are probably about $30 to $60. I know that because I do AdWords myself for clients. So they don't make their money until they get you a lead. So they got everything invested to produce the best converting websites. And here's the master website, so you can all see it looks good, it gets credibility, and most importantly, it gets them to call. Here's a quick screenshot on the back end. This is where you track your leads. As you can see, all the red X's is non-billable leads. So right there, you can see they're going through and actually weeding out probably about half the calls on this particular client. You also can track revenue. This helps them as well to track which keywords are converting. So please do that, because if they find certain keywords are getting more conversions for you, they can get more aggressive in their bidding strategies on the search engines for that. You can actually download the calls, listen to them here, and keep track of your ROI and your client acquisition cost as well. Let's set some expectations here. One thing I liked about Leads by Phone and Paul, when I spoke with him, he just told me all the facts. He didn't hype anything up. He said, I try to under-promise, over-deliver. Because I actually said, man, Paul, you can do better. He said, hey, I'm always just keeping the numbers more realistic. Here's what you're getting right now. The average water restoration company is getting 5 leads per month. There are some that do more in terms of different areas where they're at. Bigger cities may get more, smaller towns may get less. But the average is 5 leads per month, and obviously the next couple months being the rain seasons, it will be probably more than 5 per month, and then it settles down. But this is a 12-month average. The average job is $3,400. The average business is closing 1 out of 2. Therefore, with those numbers, the average revenue is $8,500 a month. He did say some guys are closing 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4, 4 out of 5. A couple are at that 9 out of 10 range. That's rare, but he said more guys. He said the biggest difference is they're not the ones that are able to answer the calls 24/7 and have people on that answer the calls able to set those appointments. Those are the ones that are doing the 2 out of 3, doing 60 to 90% of closing. Those are the companies that are actually succeeding at high levels doing that. So, but the overall average is still 1 out of 2. So you can run your numbers and see if this makes sense for you. Here's the catch. What's the catch? What I was just talking about, what Paul said. The catch is you got to answer the phone calls. You answer the phone calls, you're going to do well. So the question I'm asking my own clients is, out of 10 good leads, how many can you set into appointments? And out of those appointments, how many will you sell? Once you get your numbers, you'll find out if this is going to work. Here's the numbers right here, what it takes. There's just a one-time setup fee for $750. That's it. This covers to launch your business, build your own website that they do, actually more than one website, 4 to 5 sites they're building out for you, and establishing your advertising campaigns on Google, Yahoo, and Bing. I do this every day for my clients on AdWords, setting up a new campaign, writing ads, getting it all set up, creating the accounts in those 3 search engines. That takes time. So the $750 is to recoup the man hours that it's going to take to get you all set up. After that, that's it. They pay for the advertising. You're only paying for the leads. No deposit, no prepaying. The cost of the leads, it's $275 for a water damage, flooding, or a sewage cleanup. For fire and smoke damage is also $275. You don't have to take fire and smoke. If you just want water damage only, you can do that. So you get to pick and choose what you want. If you want mold, it's $135 for carpet cleaning. So you get to choose exactly what you want, but water damage is what everybody's pretty much wanting. Those leads, that's $275. So the question I asked earlier is you can run those numbers and to see if that's going to make sense for you, and I believe it will. So what to expect after you say, hey, I'm ready, I sign up. You will be set up in about less than a week, 5 business days, usually 3 to 4 on average. You're going to get your first leads in 1 to 3 weeks, usually less than 2, because here's how it works. Within 5 business days, let's just say 1 full week, they get you set up. The second week, you're live on Google, Yahoo, and Bing. So as someone starts typing in water damage, basement flooded, keyword water restoration companies, as soon as those things start to type in, your ads are going to show up. That's why by the second week you usually can get a good lead. Though Paul did say please let them know it's 1 to 3. Sometimes that things happen beyond their control, but on average you should get something in by the second week. There is a $33 a monthly administration fee that covers website hosting, call recording, and just to recoup those costs. That's it. The billing is on Tuesdays for the previous week, and you can pause incoming leads for up to 5 days per month. Here's all you need to do. I will have underneath this video, there is a link to sign up, so you don't have to type that in. You can mail your logo over to Paul, and you will be on a 20-minute webinar after they get you set up, so they can go over calls, invoices, support, and pause your account. So that's pretty much it. You do get a white paper that helps answer questions like why hire a professional. So it's something very professional. It's also going to give you some tips and ideas to help you guys become more efficient. And here's some testimonials I'll just end with and let this. You saw this on the website as you came from here, but they have a whole boatload of testimonials from companies in your industry that have just loved them.